Yeah, it's that time of day again. What time is it? 10 minutes till 6. Why is it still dark? Oh my goodness. Good morning. Oh, what a beautiful, hot, muggy, nasty day. Boy, yesterday was hot. I don't know what the temperature got up to be, but man, I tell you what. I was downstairs in the basement mixing seed. We got a little over 300 pounds of seed in the back of the truck in my blue totes that I pick up here at Hirsch Farm and Feed Supply. Chicken feed and a whole lot more. Hirsch Farm and Feed Supply. We threw bark off the back of the boat. Oh my goodness. Yeah, yesterday I was down in the basement mixing seed. I got a call from a gentleman. I guess it was about midweek, last week, something like that. Guy's name's Gaden, I believe is how you say his name. And he's got a neat property. They're out towards Brandsville. And I don't know how many acres he's got, 160, 180, something like that. And he's got a bunch of little 1 acre and 2 acre food plots back in there. I went out and looked at it on, I believe it was Thursday or Friday. And we hopped in it side by side and took a ride around the place. I was checking it out. And one of the things that I really like about what he's doing with his timber stand improvement, his TSI, not only is he doing some hinge cutting in there and thinning out some of the conifers and even some of the smaller hardwoods, he's coming back in behind and he's edge planting fruit trees. He's got apple trees, pear trees, what are them? Chestnuts. Oh my gosh. I tell you what, chestnut trees, they're not cheap, but you get those in there, them deer just absolutely love those chestnuts. They'll pick them right off the tree. But anyhow, we put together it's kind of a light fall mix for him. It's got clover, it's got purple top turnips in it, it's got some buckwheat in it. And let me tell you, one of the neat things about buckwheat planting at this time of the year, when you plant in late summer, early fall with the buckwheat, you don't really have to worry about it going to seed. But if it does, it's okay. All right, because here's what's going to happen. We're going to have that frost will come in, and we'll have some freezes or whatever. But the first frost is going to kill the buckwheat, okay? I mean, it doesn't just go dormant, it's going to kill it. Now, if it's gone to seed, that seed's probably going to come back again in the spring of the year, but that's okay too, and we'll talk about that in just a second. But when it's about 2 inches tall, unless you've got a wire around it, a hot wire, those deer get in there and they tear that stuff up. Oh my gosh. It's hard to get buckwheat to grow if you've got a heavy deer population. And Gaden, he doesn't have a single trail cam out there. Some people don't do that, and that's fine. He says that, visually what he's seen, he thinks he's got about a 50-50 ratio bucks to does. And while we was out there riding around touring the place, he says, if you want to come out here and harvest you a doe or two, he said, you just come out and do that. And I was like, I appreciate that, because Poppy loves to eat some deer meat. Oh my goodness. Oh my. Anyhow, we're going to go out there today and we're going to spread this seed out. We're probably going to, now, all right, back on the seed. We got medium red clover. Now, he's already got a good stand of crimson clover in Ladino and something else. Durana, I believe is what he's got in there. But we're going to put in some medium red clover. We're going to put in some daikon radishes. That's for that nitrogen next year. Some purple top turnips, same thing, nitrogen for next year. And of course, you know, the deer, as soon as we've got a frost, when it cools up and those turnips and radishes start sweetening up a little bit, the deer will be in there tearing those up too. And buckwheat. And then we put in a little bit of winter wheat, added all that to it, blended it all up. Now, once we get this in place, we're going to use that sprayer roller cultipacker, and we're going to spray glyphosate to terminate what's there. Now, it's not going to hurt the clover that's already out there, but it's going to get rid of the grasses and things like that that we don't want in there. And then we'll come back. Hopefully we're supposed to get a rain. Maybe there's a possibility actually there's a slight possibility every day this week, but there's a possibility, I believe, on Sunday when we're supposed to get some rain. And if we get some rain on Sunday, we'll give it about 2 weeks from that date, and we'll go back out there and we'll scatter out about 30 to 40 pounds of winter wheat per acre, and that's going to give it the body. And here's the reason why you don't want to do a lot of winter wheat in your borascas at the same time. The winter wheat's going to come in faster, and if it's thick, it's going to choke out the borascas. So we want to get this clover and the borascas on the ground, get that buckwheat out there, get those deer start coming in there, and get them used to coming into those fields, you know, about an hour or so before sundown. And then we're going to get that winter wheat in there. When that comes in, these fields, they are going to be premium for the browse. And one of the things that I really like about Gaydon is he got to meet Grant Woods when Grant Woods was over here in West Plains. He did a seminar on his no-till buffalo system that he does over there in Branson. And Gaydon got to go to that seminar. He got to meet Grant Woods. And he's got an understanding of this release process. And that's one of the things that the no-till, the biggest advantage to doing no-till has got over the other things is we're not going to break that soil. We're not going to open it up and dry it out and things like that. Putting the turnips in there, we're going to have the turnips and the daikon radishes. We're going to have a lot of nitrogen pockets come spring. And Gaydon's turning me loose out there. Boys, I tell you what, guy can't ask for a better person than that. He says, I'm not going to haggle with you on the price. I just want to see results. Well, Poppy knows he can deliver the results. And we're going to get out there today and get some seed on the ground. Hopefully we'll get some rain in the next few days. And that's the thing about farming and feed plotting. You're always waiting on a miracle. I'll tell you what, y'all be you and be good. Be careful today. It's going to be hot.